So he's targeting traditionally Facebook for business here, ages 30 to 64. All right. And so you guys have seen this targeting because I recommended it to you guys before. Next is, hey, fellow business owners, here's a vendor I highly recommend for your business if you're interested in cutting costs and adding more margin to your bottom line. So it looks like what Jason's trying to do is get paid off of businesses using a different credit card processor, which could be really lucrative. If you get someone that's doing a lot of high transactions and you can get that switch, you can get paid heavily for that. So that's what it sounds like. Get a no obligation quote. They'll guarantee you savings or pay you $500 for your time. So Jason, as you're watching the recording, and everybody here live today, matter of fact, actually, let me ask. I'm curious to see your guys' thoughts. What do you guys think is wrong or right about this advertisement here? Because I'll tell you the first thing that pops up to me after, but I'm curious to see what some of you have to say here. Jefferson says intro copy is too general. Okay. Anybody else? No clear message in headline. Seems vague about what it is. Selling a vendor, question mark. Yeah, so I mean that's along the right thought. So that was the very first thing that showed up to me is it's just way too general. He's not speaking to anyone, right? So to me, as a result of this, he's going to get really, really low click-through rates because he's just basically putting up an ad and hoping somebody sees it, right? There's not a lot of strategy behind it. And so what Jason really needs to do here is say, hey, fellow, not business owners, but I'm just going to make up a store, someone that sells, what's like high transaction, but high volume. I'll just say computers. I'm just going to make some shit up, whatever. No, that's one's a little bit tougher too. I'm going to say, let's just take a fucking McDonald's, whatever. So, hey, McDonald's owners, you know what I mean? Here's a vendor I highly recommend. Yeah, so a couple things, and someone just mentioned it. Eric says, what problem is he solving? So to have any good ad and to get traction, you need to solve a problem for a very specific industry, period. That is all we're doing when it comes to like B2B advertising like this. Choose a problem that they're facing and then offer to solve that problem for free. And so instead of saying, here's a vendor that I highly recommend, once he identifies the industry he's going after, he can state the problems that they're facing and how that vendor will help him solve those problems. So, hey, McDonald's owners, are you paying way too much on your traction fees? I recently worked with a vendor that literally cut my cost in, 75%, and it didn't cost me anything out of pocket. Here's how I did it. By the way, do you realize if on average you're, bringing in $100,000 a month, and by simply saving this percent, it's going to bring you in another $20,000 to your bottom line? Yeah, it blew me away too. Check out how I did it. Everybody see how that feels way different? It's so specific. The message is clear. And now you have the ability to grab anyone's attention. That makes sense, everybody? It's a whole different feel. A whole different feel. And then, a lot of people rebuttal me with that, and they're like, well, Billy, then I'm getting down to such a niche market. It's no, that's not true, because you can duplicate that exact same thing for a different industry, right? So then you do one ad for McDonald's, and then you do one ad for Jack in the Box, and then one for Kentucky Fried Chicken, and then one for Carl's Jr. And now when you run those all simultaneously, you're getting a ton of fucking traffic. That makes sense? So again, just because you start really narrow doesn't mean you're limited to that by any means at all. Okay? Now continuing on. The landing page. I saved over 40% off my credit card processing fees, and I would refer them to any business owner wanting to cut costs and add margin to the bottom line. So now he brings up what I said in the beginning, right? And so that should have been in the ad, right? And he says in the headline, I saved over 40% off our credit card processing fees. But the other thing I want to point out is how people process ads. So even though you see it as a headline, remember, Facebook started as a social network. And when they did that, all there was post text. Post text is the top text where it says, hello, fellow business owners. That's all it had. That's all Facebook was. So we're trained as Facebook users to only pay attention to that. It's bonus if you get somebody to the headline and description. That's a bonus. That's a newer thing. So recognize that. Your most important stuff, you got to tell them right there, because that's where the eyes go. Next. He's got his video there, and I'm guessing he's talking about his story, testimonial style, and I love that. I really actually do love that. If that's the case there, Jay, I wish you were here. But he's hopping on video, and he's just telling them about his experience and how he saved. Like, that's how you do it, right? And then he's basically taking the road of the middleman and just saying, look, I'll set you up with a person who hooked me up, and I'm sure he's going to get a percentage off that. So again, all I can do is assume because he's not here, but I'm guessing that's what the model is. And so keeps it simple, gets a quote there. He gives a video on Wistia to tell him how he do it. And he says, why choose national processing? To me, that you're going a little salesy here because it goes from like kind of like, hey, story, I'm Jason, this is what I did, to why choose national processing? So I would keep the conversation the same. Like, hey, here's why I chose national processing. And here's some other, and here's a way to get a quote if you're interested. You feel me? Just stay consistent with the conversation, Let's see. And then Eric says, why do I need a middleman? I could cut Jason out and go right to the vendor. You sure can. Maybe some people will think that. Maybe some people won't. But that's definitely something to consider. Yeah, some people may just leave in national processing. That could be there. And then he says at the bottom, this endorsement is presented by Jason Smith for purposes of referring new customers to national processing only. Jason's not engaged. So, maybe if someone appreciates him helping, they may, bless me, damn. They want to make sure that he gets credit. But that's a great point, Eric. On devil's advocate there is, some people may think of that. So thank you for the bless. You appreciate it. That's what I would do here. And again, biggest takeaway I want everybody to go home with on this one is just to be clear and to solve a problem for a very specific audience. If you're going general, it's almost impossible to present a true solution. Okay? Now, opt-in. Enter your details below and get a no obligation quote from National Processing. Again, it's weird how he's referring and then getting a quote from them. Like, I would rather him say, enter your details here, and then I'll hook you up with someone that I trust. See what I'm saying? Like, don't make it about national, because they don't really care about national right now. They care about the result, and they've seen you on video, so they're like, okay, I'll see what this guy's talking about. And then, maybe on the thank you page, tell them. But I don't think you need to tell them all that right now, because that's not really what they're about is national right now. So thank you. I'll pass on your information to National Processing. Representative will be in touch shortly. But what I love about Jason, he's always got kind of creative shit here. But look at the way he's using Facebook. Isn't this kind of creative? Oh, Jason, what the fuck? Here you are. I was just talking about you. He just jumped on right now. But what I love about Jason's approach here is he's thinking outside of the box of ways to use Facebook to make money. Now, again, what Jason's owning here is the skill set. Jason's owning the skill set of I get it, I can turn clicks into customers, and now he's coming with creative ways to do it. Referrals for, credit card processing. Like, that's pretty cool, right? Just a good way to do it. Jason's here, so he's here ready to rock. Jason, are you comfortable with being on the microphone right now? Or do you want to just type? Mike, okay, let's mic him up. So I was just talking shit about you, so I got to get you up to speed. Jason, what's up, brother?
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir. What's going on?
Oh, perfect. I'm doing well, thanks. Sorry I missed most of this meeting here, but I wanted to tune in here.
No worries, and thanks for hopping on. And so I went through it, and so I got some good notes for you in the recording, but I'll give you the overview, awesome. Jason, is one, well, actually, for the audience, and for me, can you tell us why you chose to build this campaign and how you started doing it and where this came from?
Okay. So this client sort of slash project, it came to me through a referral, for myself as a business owner to save money on our credit card processing, and through that process of understanding how this company works and their incredible rates and savings that we were experiencing, I was able to create a referral, or I was encouraged to create a referral campaign all on my own without their necessarily being a paying client, with the fact that I can get ongoing residual commissions for bringing them clients. So this is really just a more of an affiliate campaign per se, but a very lucrative one if I do it well.
Yeah, and I love it, and that's what I was just telling everyone is I love your creative outside of the box thinking to do this. And everyone, this works for a bunch of industries like almost every company has some kind of affiliate program where you can get paid. So, I mean, it's fantastic. And something like this, if someone changes their credit card processing, I mean, that's something that they stick around for a long time. And so if you get a residual base, you can make a ton of money, right, Jason?
Sorry, you broke up that whole segment there. What were you saying?
I was just saying you can make a ton of money with this going well, correct? Can you hear me?
Sorry, go to web. Okay, I can hear you now, yeah.
Okay, well, tell us about what you said in the video. What was this video saying?
So this video was just me being completely real and transparent. I basically said, hey, for any business owners who are like me, who can't stand, paying ridiculous fees to the, to the processors for every dollar of revenue I bring in. I'm always looking, I'm always open to, cutting those ridiculous costs. I came out and said, hey, I was referred to this company, and I was skeptical at first, just like you are, because most businesses get bombarded with cold callers all the time, trying to pitch them lower rates on their credit cards and that sort of stuff. And I just explained how this company is different. They rely on referrals and testimonies from their existing customers. And so I proved that theory by going through the process and saving money for my company. And now I want to pass that forward to other business owners.
Love it. Okay, so the one thing that I'll tell you here is you want to make sure that your message is specific. So I know that this is something that can apply to any business that's accepting payment, right? But for the sake of messaging, and the example I gave before you hopped on was, let's pretend you were focused in on like McDonald's franchise owners, right? And then what you want to do to really scale this campaign and bring in a ton of cash is create a duplicate campaign for the next franchise and the next franchise and the next franchise. Because right now, what your ad is lacking is, being specific and clear who the audience is for and the problem that you're solving. And so for you, so Jason, tell everyone obviously what industry that you're in your business.
Yeah.
Tell everyone your business. What business are you in, Jason?
I'm in the marketing agency business, working with small business owners to help them grow.
So wouldn't your testimonial be more powerful specifically to marketing agency people? Because that's what you do and you can attest to the most, right?
Yeah, that's a good point.
And so what would be really cool is if you rewrote this ad and made it specifically to a marketing agency and talked about that pain. Hey, as an agency, we do a lot of volume and transactions, and it's costing me this amount of money. Saying the actual number of how much it's costing you, people will relate to. Because a lot of people don't realize how much money they're losing on transaction fees like that. So if you can show them, like, look, I made, hey, digital marketers who are an agency, I made an extra, $5,000 last month just by simply changing transaction fees or whatever the fee number is. Here's how I did it, and then hit a video. That's going to be your home run, getting that narrow message. And then also, too, if that person does decide to reach out to you personally or anything, you'll be able to talk to them about a ton of other things because you're in the same industry.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Yeah. So I would narrow that in, but I think overall the concept's great, man, and trying a whole different angle. I would keep your landing page, even though you're referring them to national processing, keep it more about you. And I would keep it more about how you're going to set them up with someone that you trust that did it for you. I wouldn't bring up the company, though, because the reason is they're not in love with the company right now. They don't know who they are. You don't want to distract them and have them go Google national processing and all that stuff. Just tell them you're going to set them up with someone that you trust as a guy that relates to them. Hey, I'm another agency owner doing what you do. I get it. I'm going to set you up, and then bring it up on the thank you page once you have their information. But let's not give them a reason right now to be distracted or anything like that. And even your call of action here, I don't know if I would really go with the get a quote, because that's pretty salesy, and this is not a salesy approach that you're bringing in video. But I would just ask them is, hey, want me to send you the information of my guy who set me up, or just something more passive, you know what I mean? Want to set up a 5-minute call where I can kind of show you how it works or something, just something that's not a quote, because automatically people hear a quote and they think I got to buy some shit, you know what I mean? Yeah. And so I just, hey, want me to set you up with a person who helped me save money? Okay.
Now it's funny you should mention that, because my first ad I did a video lead ad without the use of a landing page, and my video was even more raw than the one that is in this landing page, where I did not mention the company name, and I specified how, if you want to know more about what I'm talking about, fill out the form in that video, and I will personally contact them to have a discussion about it before I refer them to the actual company. So I did it without using national processing and without, really with that extra step. However, for whatever reason, Facebook, after 3 days of me running this ad and continuously bumping my budget to try and get impressions, I got 0 impressions. It never got off the ground, and I don't know why Facebook did not show that ad.
I'll tell you, and I saw it earlier when I was taking a peek at this. Let's see here. Your CTR is low, right? It's 0.68 and 0.33%. And so...
Yeah, this ad performed brutally.
Yeah, so, and that's okay, because, I mean, that happens, right? But I can tell you why. It's because it's a shotgun approach right now. It's just going to everybody. And whenever you do that, you're going to have a lower CTR. But one way that Facebook punishes us as advertisers for doing that is they won't show your ad at all, right? So if you're struggling for impressions, you're not going to get them unless you increase that CTR. Now, a great way to do that is when you hone in your message, right? So by you being able to say, look, I'm only going to go after marketers who need this, that are in our shoes, an agency, and now you can target other agencies and things that they would actually be interested in Facebook, your CTR is going to go up dramatically, my friend.
Let's go in.
Right. Well, in this example, this screenshot here, that NP video referral campaign, that's the one I was referring to. It was ran for 3 or 4 days, and it never got a single impression out. So it wasn't even about the CTR. It just never began. I don't know why.
So sometimes when that happens is we'll create a new campaign and resubmit it again. Sometimes if you build it, and this is just of note for everybody, but sometimes if if Facebook's just not showing it and it's just like, what the hell is going on, don't build another ad set within it because it may do the same thing. We usually just say, okay, create a new campaign, and then it usually will work from there.
Sure.
Yeah.
But
go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, no, overall, man, I think the idea is very sound, and what I like about it is that it's duplicatable. If you prove out that you're the referral guy for this, you can also be the referral guy for something else. It's an entire business within itself. And that's what's so fun about this is this process is the same, but it's a whole fucking business. You can, you know what I mean? You can literally make this and be the referral guy, Jason, for any industry and do the same exact thing every time. So, or just be the guy that focuses on, hooking people up with the, transaction processors.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we'll build on that note. How about you and I connect for a 5-minute call? I'll tell you all about this great merchant processor that we connect with.
I love it. I actually just got approached by that, by 2 people last week, coincidentally, but maybe we can talk, my friend. Maybe we can talk. Well, awesome, Jason, man. Thanks for sharing this. And again, if I had to give you 2 takeaways is rewrite it, be extremely specific, and try it again. Make it all about you. Take out national, put them on the thank you page. Make it about the relationship and that they trust you and they get it because you understand them as marketer to marketer running an agency. And then also, when I'm saying be specific, give the tangible numbers of how much money they're missing out on right now. So give them an example. So, hey, guys, let's say you only process $5,000 a month, right? Or you process $10,000 a month. By saving 40% off that, you would save X amount of dollars. People seeing that number is what's going to make them take action.
That's a very good point. That's awesome. One last question about the video itself. I took a raw approach where I literally was just as is, no polished look, right in my home office. I didn't go into my studio and shoot anything professionally. Let's put it that way. So, would that be your preferred approach too?
100%, man. I love it, especially when you're going for a referral and trusting. I think, hey, I'm a marketer, I'm an agency. This is what I do, and so I get it. 100% what your style right now is, I think, on money. Like I said, I think a lot of things are right with that. I think just tailoring it up and cleaning it up, you're going to be sitting on top of a home run. But I love it. I would not change that part. I'd have to really see the video to see your delivery, but I love that so far. So good job there. And Rob Richard says, what kind of referral fees are you able to get?
Up to 30% of the savings or commissions that NP brings in.
Nice. I mean, that's awesome. Bam.
Yeah, and like I said, that's ongoing. Once someone switches, and they guarantee the lowest rate. So I was pretty excited about it from just A, saving money for my company, B, how I could turn that into a revenue source.
Yeah, and then Jason too, I would say stay laser focused on that. If they're paying out that, and you can really, if you can even break even on bringing them somebody and then be locked into them for us, like that's a great venture. And so what's beautiful about this campaign that he's doing, everyone, is once he gets it right, it's automated. This is something that's just working for him, bringing him in money as you continue to live life and do what you want. So it's a beautiful way of leveraging this skill set and taking it to a whole different place. That's what I love to see. So good job there, man.
Awesome. Well, and I'll be happy to say if anyone wants more info, they can contact me.
Rock and roll. All right, cool, Jason. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, guys.
Yep. Yeah. Okay, cool. So this is Diane's ad. We're all seeing it for the time. She's sharing with us what's going down out here. So it says, peerless proofreading. Court reporters need an eagle eye on your, court reporters, so she's saying attention court reporters, need an eagle eye on your transcripts. Get your first 25 pages proofread free. That's a good offer. With 35 years of proofreading experience, we deliver your project per your preferences on time. You know what's awesome about this? I can just tell you, it's a great niche, and you're doing exactly what we talked about earlier. You're solving a specific problem, right? You're giving that cheat sheet to that test. Just like what? A proof? I didn't peerless proof. What the f? I didn't. Okay, what a great find there. So she says court reporters need eagle eye transcripts, and look at the offer. I'm going to proofread 25 pages for free. Anyone who's interested in that, and she's using the video views here to find people watching. Good job. So now tell us what kind of results you're seeing there, Diane. Let me see here. And then look, call to action, download 25 pages, proofread. Yes, yeah, that's it. And then let's see your video here. There's some cute music. Yeah, she just made it into a video and said, with peerless proofing, just made it simple. Look, let me point this out to you. Look at this, Diane. What's what I love about this? Listen, guys, this isn't some crazy video, right? Is this super high quality? Is this, you know what I mean? Is this filmed in Hollywood? No. You know what I mean? But found a way to do a video and to deliver value. And look, it points the picture of what she's doing. Yeah, that's it. Just, there it goes. It doesn't have to be complicated. All right, so Diane, what kind of results are you seeing this year? This is great. This is a really good campaign. Well, from what I've seen so far, I got to say the rest, right? Get your first 25 pages expertly proofread free at Peerless Proofreading. You understand you have headlines that cannot be missed. You need your transcript done correctly the first time, delivered. And then click down. Now your description ran out on you here. Notice that. Careful with that. Oh God, look at this. She's getting 20-cent leads. Stop it. Don't fix it. So watch. This is another good point. She's getting 20 cents leads. Don't fix your description text because you're getting your desired results. Why? Don't fix shit. Don't touch anything. Just run more traffic to it and find more court reporters to do this for, right? So now I'll talk to you guys a little bit about scaling here, but let me learn more about what's happening. So she's getting 20 cents leads, Diana. Let's all go to her landing page, by the way. Cool, pretty straightforward, simple. Get your first 25 pages proofread free. My name's Donna something. I make my home in the Texas Hill Country, and I was an English major in college. I have 35 years proofreading experience, and I specialize in proofreading verbatim transcripts for court. Just such a niche, right? Our process, you tell me the size of your document when you need it done. I'll email it back and answer your questions. Look, this is following the exact guideline that I gave in that thing earlier, and that I don't even think you saw it, you just did it. But she gives the body, gives the headline, get your first 25 pages proofread for free, gives a little intro by herself about what she does, tells the exact process, and then gives the offer. And then I invoice through PayPal, even mentions the fact that I'm going to charge you. Wow, what a great job on this. Picture here, human. She was human, everyone. What do you know? She was a human. Right? Has the picture of her, 50% complete, get 25 pages free, and delivered on time. Took the objection of them. I need this on time. It's a court reporter. You can't be late with that stuff. First name and email. Wow. I might have gotten their phone number here. I said that's the one thing I would have changed, because then if she wants to follow up and be even more aggressive, because you can only get so much, and if you're only paying 20 cents a lead, if your cost per lead goes up to $1 and you're getting the phone number too, okay, because it will probably increase your sales. So depending on what her follow-up is, I don't know her follow-up. So let me actually point that out. So Diane, if you do get the phone number, a phone number is only as good as the follow-up behind it, right? So if she's really hungry and she wants to call them and reach out, which I do recommend, then she'll get maximum results. However, if she's truly not going to follow up, then you're doing it the right way, right? So again, see what I did there, everyone? I assessed the situation because every client's needs are different, you know. Okay, so she says she's aggressive. She gets a hold of all of them, 100%. Now, Diane, when you get your phone number in there, your cost per lead will go up. With 20 cents a lead, I can happily say, who gives a who gives a damn, right? So that's good. Now, let's see your thank you page. Let's see if you're maximizing there. Let's test you here. She can delete this unless she wants to follow up with me. Bravo. Now let's get your proofreading project started. Here's the next steps. You'll receive an email from Donna at Peerless Proofreading. If you don't see it, check your spam folder. Cool. This email also includes your coupon for 25 free pages. Next, you'll let me know how many pages are in your document and your exact deadline. These instructions are detailed in the email I just sent. So it's very automated, which is cool. I'll review your requirements and let you know if I have the ability to meet your deadline. Once agreed, we'll stay connected, get your project delivered on time. You know, yeah, I tell you what, something that when I'm just kind of thinking out loud here, I may add in something where they could submit their document right here, right? But then again, I don't know if this is something that they would just have on them. Maybe they do, but I would try and get the close here. So now Diane, yeah, okay, she says, I'll try to ask a referral, which may be really helpful in this industry because I feel like this is something where everybody knows each other. It's like, oh, girlfriend, I use blank. I use Donna, right? So I can see that being really powerful too. So now, Diane, here's the real question to see if you know your metrics here. What is it costing her to actually make a sale? What is it costing her to actually make a sale? And also, what's the lifetime value of customer? Because my guess is once someone uses her for the first time, they will literally use her for the rest of her career. For her career, I would guess. Okay, so Diane says she had to review her metrics, right? So that's the only number that actually matters. Again, we start backwards, right? Her whole job here is to make money by doing this and build up a client list, right? So she can kill it. And honestly, if this lead generation campaign is that work, she may even be able to scale out and hire people underneath her to do it and sit back and collect a check, right? So now, Diane, this is what you need to do. So I'll give you some really great advice. This is like some one-on-one coaching stuff, but because you did such a good job, I'm inspired to do it. This is what I'll tell you, Diane. So right now, what you need to do and be willing to do is if I'm you, I'm just going to tell you what I'm going to do right now if I'm you, and I need to make a bunch of money quick. I'm going to call her up, and especially because she's the aggressive, like you said, and she's the type following up, and I'm going to say, Donna, I'm going to give you $300 to advertise on this, and we're going to turn this campaign on for 3 days, 300. And in that time, I need your commitment, Donna. I'm only going to give you this 300 if you promise me that you're going to follow up with these leads, and we're going to make some money. We're going to sell these people right away. And Diane, what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend $300, and I'm going to see how much freaking money I can make and how many clients she can get in that 3 days. I'm going to record the whole thing. I'm going to go on Skype, and I'm going to sit with her face to face, unless you know her in person, invite her to the house, and I'm going to say, hey, Donna, and I'm looking at the camera and say, hey, my name's Diane. I'm sitting here with Donna, who's a proofreader. She makes her money doing this, and right now she's sitting only on 3 clients, and she makes about this amount of money. So I'm creating a custom campaign for her, and in 3 days, watch what we do to her business. And then I'm going to do the same thing after you deliver the results, Diane. And I'm going to show how much money she made. And then the end will probably sound something like this. Wow, in 3 days, we tripled her business that she usually does a year, or something crazy, right? And then you know what I'm going to do with that, Diane? I'm going to run another ad to proofreaders on Facebook. And then I'm going to ask them if they'd like me to do the same thing I did for them that I did for Donna. And you know what I'm going to do from there, Diane? Nothing else. I'm going to stick on that niche, and I'm going to charge them all $1,000 a month. And because I'm going to charge them, here you go, here's how much you charge them, Diane. You charge them based on the amount of money that she makes. You charge them based on the amount of money that she makes. So if she comes in the gate and, from spending $1,300, she's able to pull in $10K, well, I'm going to up your price to $3,000. Why? Because it's worth it, right? Because look at the results that they're getting. And then once I identify what's a fair price to do based off the results that I'm willing to deliver, that you're capable of delivering, Diane, I'm going to hit up every proofreader in the country until you have a recurring revenue of $50,000 and not a penny less. And you're not going to look any other way. You're not going to go anywhere else. You're not going to move your head side to side. You're going to stick on that. That's the only thing you're going to do, Diane. If you take this simple advice that I'm giving you, I promise you, or I will mail you, you guys can all hear and attest to it, I will mail you out or PayPal you $1,000 cash that you will make more money than you ever have in this field within the next 3 months. Now I'll mail you $1,000 and everyone here is attesting to it. That's how confident I am in that game plan. You know why? Because that's how I grew my business, Diane, exactly doing that. You find a home run, you document it, you share it, and if you guys notice, that's exactly what we're doing in the course, right? So that's it. That's it. And the money, Diane, becomes really easy to talk about when you sit there and say, we just brought you 10K in 3 days, and that's all, we can still run the campaign. We can still do this, right? So that's it, Diane. Let's see how she does. You guys hear me? I'm giving Diane the challenge. I'm going to put Diane on the spot. I just even threw in $1,000 if she implements the strategy and it doesn't work for her. I just gave her $1,000. You guys heard me say it right there. I will truly be a man of my word there, as I think I have been in this course. But there it is, Diane. So I want you, everything you learn in this class, I want you to apply specifically to executing this plan. By the way, this is how my one-on-one coachings go. Like, this is how we work. It's about, we come up with a plan, we execute. There's going to be bumps in the road. It doesn't matter. We just continue on, and we make it happen. So,
Jockey and Matt, or anyone else who may be watching from the Premier Realty Partner Team. My name is Deonis, and later you will meet my partner, Nicole, and we're from the Deonical Marketing Group. And we have a Facebook ads agency that helps companies just like yours find more buyers to sell your listings to. We made this short video to show you how we think we can help you guys make a bunch of money. And not just with your listing services, but also possibly with your new development collaboration services as well. Let us know what you think. Using some pretty cool tools on Facebook, we have the ability to show the advertisements to virtually anybody that we'd like to. Say, for example, someone lives X amount of miles away from your property, or if they live in a certain zip code, or if they make a certain amount of money, or if they fall into a certain age bracket, or if they are male or if they are female, or if they quote-unquote like Premier Properties on Facebook, if they join any sort of buying a home in Florida group, if they join any type of quote-unquote open house events, if they have relationships on Facebook with any of your competitors. We can specifically advertise to them. So our ability to show the right person the advertisement, not just the people who like it, but can afford it, is through the roof. Now, after we find the people who are most likely to purchase your listings, we show right up in their Facebook newsfeed with an advertisement like this. It says, join us this Saturday and Sunday, March 26th and 27th, from 1 to 4 p.m. at 9921 Lake Louise Drive, Windermere, Florida, 34786. Architectural beauty and the elegance of an old-world estate highlight this highly functional custom home. Located in renowned guard-gated Islesworth and situated on a lushly landscaped 1-acre home site, this grand European-inspired estate promotes style and sophistication. The 2-story entry offers a gracious arrival experience. Click for more property photos and get the e-brochure. Then we have a nice image we created with the Premier Realty Partners branding, kind of retargeting the benefit of what they're getting. And it states, open house this Saturday and Sunday, your 9921 dream home. The resort-style setting includes a sparkling pool and spa surrounded by lush lawn and overlooking the pristine golf course. Click to have the e-brochure emailed to you. So we actually pulled that offer from your website that you guys were actually running. And we've tested this in several markets and have had tons of success. Now, the only people who actually see this ad are the people who we selected. So it's really powerful. And once they click this ad, we take them to this page.
This is called a custom background landing page, and we designed it using one of the images that you actually have on your website listing page. So it looks different from the static page that people typically see, and we think it really represents your brand and the experience they're going to get when they come in. And the text is really simple. Would you like to see the gorgeous inside of this premier home? And once they click send me the brochure, that will collect their information. To whom and where should I send the property e-brochure? We collect their name, their email, and their phone number. And then it also says, are you interested in attending the open house? And they will click yes or no. And that's when the lead comes to you. So we do all the heavy lifting on our end. Now, where a lot of companies make mistakes and when after the customer requests their service, they simply send them to a page that says, thank you, we'll call you soon. But in reality, the thank you page is another opportunity to do two things: create urgency and offer additional services. So in this example, we say, thank you. The e-brochure will be in your inbox shortly. Join us Saturday and Sunday, March 26 and 27, between 1 and 4 p.m., 9921 Lake Louise Drive, Windermere, Florida, 34786. Architectural beauty and elegance of an old world estate highlights this highly functional custom home, located in renowned guard-gated Islesworth and situated on a lushy landscape 1-acre home site. This grand European-inspired estate promotes style and sophistication. The 2-story entry offers a gracious arrival experience. Have specific questions that you want answered? Call or text me at 407-965-1155 or email me at, and they will click the email button. So we're giving them a reason to call you, which is going to save you time because you don't have to chase the lead. And the leads are going to come to you and your phone will ring. And now we notice on your website that you offer other services such as new development collaborations. So just by mentioning that to customers here, you'll be surprised on how many actually take action on both services. And for the people who didn't take action, meaning they came to this beautifully designed landing page and they didn't actually give their contact information, we will continue to retarget them, meaning those ads that you showed an interest in and didn't buy, that follow you around on the internet everywhere you go, we create those. And we'll say something like this. Attention, Windermere. Don't forget to join us this Saturday and Sunday, March 26 and 27, from 1 to 4 p.m. at 9921 Lake Louise Drive, Windermere, Florida, 34786. Architectural beauty and the elegance of an old world estate highlights this highly functional custom home, located in the renowned guard-gated Islesworth, situated on a lushly landscaped 1-acre home site. This grand European-inspired estate promotes style and sophistication. The 2-story entry offers a gracious arrival experience. Click for more property photos and get the brochure. Open house this Saturday and Sunday, your 9921 dream home. The resort-style setting includes a sparkling pool and spa, surrounded by a lush lawn and overlooking the pristine golf course. Click to have the e-brochure emailed to you. Windermere Premier Homes. Learn more. They will see this all the time when they come online. So your business will stay on top of their mind, and it's very effective. And when we say effective, we're saying your phone will ring. Even if it's not the initial property they buy, when they do, they will come to you first. And lastly, we designed a series of emails that will be sent out to each prospect to continue to engage them and bring them into your open houses. Premier Realty team, in the past, we've seen campaigns like this generate as many as 100 leads in 24 hours. If you'd like us to run this campaign we created for you, we'll be more than happy to do it, and we'll be more than happy to do it for free. We don't believe in asking for business. We believe in earning it. So, with your permission, we'd like to turn this campaign on for a day, and if you like the results you get, we can discuss working together in the future. Our names are Deanna and Nicole, Facebook ad experts from Deanical Marketing Group, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you. You have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.